I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, December the 24th, 2015. Two of the Israelis injured yesterday in a terror attack at the Jaffa Gate in Jerusalem's Old City have died. 45-year-old Rabbi Reuben Biermacher, who was stabbed and seriously injured, died of his stab wounds late yesterday. He was laid to rest late last night in Jerusalem. 40-year-old Ofer Ben-Ari was critically wounded during the attack yesterday when he was accidentally hit by gunfire from Israeli border police that was aimed at the terrorists. He was buried today, also in Jerusalem. The third victim of the attack is said to be in stable condition. The two Palestinian terrorists were shot and killed by Israeli border police during the incident. And today, three separate incidents occurred in the West Bank. In the town of Ariel, a male and a female Israeli security guard were stabbed at the entrance to the city's industrial zone. Both are said to be 24 years of age. The man was in serious condition, the woman in moderate. They were taken to Rabin Medical Center's Beilinson campus in Petah Tikva. The Palestinian terrorist was reportedly shot and killed at the scene. Shortly after that attack, a Palestinian terrorist tried to stab an IDF soldier with a screwdriver at a checkpoint at the Hakvasim junction in the Mount Hebron area. The attacker was shot dead by IDF soldiers, and no Israeli forces were hurt. And just hours later, a Palestinian driver drove his car into several soldiers and border police officers that were standing at the Adam junction next to the Ramah IDF base north of Jerusalem in what is thought to have been a deliberate vehicular attack. One Israeli was lightly wounded in the incident. The driver was shot and killed. Judea and Samaria District Police are investigating a wedding video that was aired on Israel's Channel 10 this week that showed a group of Jewish right-wing extremists celebrating the July 31st terror attack in the Palestinian village of Duma in the West Bank that left a toddler and his parents dead. Israeli politicians across the spectrum have condemned the shocking video, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who said yesterday that the shocking pictures that were broadcast this evening show the true face of a group that constitutes a danger to Israeli society and to the security of Israel. We are not prepared to accept people who deny the laws of the state and do not view themselves as subject to them. The Prime Minister added that the pictures underscore how important a strong Israel security agency, referring to the Shin Bet, is to the security of us all. Speaking there about accusations made against the Shin Bet, alleging unlawful practices against the Jewish extremist suspects who are being held by the agency and interrogated in connection to the Duma attack. Earlier this week, the Shin Bet said they had made an additional breakthrough in the investigation, but provided no details beyond that. The Times of Israel reports that two Israeli Arabs from the city of Nazareth were indicted today for supporting the Islamic State and planning to carry out terror attacks inside Israel. The report said that according to the Shin Bet, the two, who are cousins, had planned to travel to Syria to join ISIS and had gotten as far as Turkey before changing their minds and turning back. They were arrested at the end of last month, but the information was kept under a gag order until the indictment today. Christians from across the globe gathered today in Bethlehem for Christmas Eve celebrations. Despite recent clashes in the city between Israeli troops and Palestinian protesters, festivities in Manger Square took place as they do every year, though reportedly somewhat toned down because of the violence. Latin Patriarch Fuad Tawal led a procession from his Jerusalem headquarters into Bethlehem today, where he later led worshipers in a midnight mass at the Church of the Nativity. And looking now at our programming for tonight on JBS, Thursday, December the 24th, at 7 o'clock, the American Jewish Committee celebrates the 50th anniversary of the historic Vatican document Nostra Aetate, with Archbishop of New York, Cardinal Timothy Dolan, and the Director of Interreligious and Intergroup Relations for the AJC, Noam Marins. At 8 o'clock, Professor of History at UC Berkeley and author of From Enemy to Brother, The Revolution in Catholic Teaching on the Jews, John Connolly, speaks at Fairfield University on the life of Monsignor John Osterreicher and the way he impacted the Catholic view of Judaism. At 9 o'clock, founding president of the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, Rabbi Yechiel Eckstein, talks about his personal journey and analyzes Israeli and Jewish life today on L'Chaim with Mark S. Golub. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, the AJC's Noah Marins discusses the Pope's unique relationship with the Jewish community on the occasion of the Pontiff's recent visit to the U.S. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, December the 24th. I'm Teisha Bader, wishing all of our viewers who celebrate Christmas a joyous and peaceful holiday. I will be back with the news on Monday. See you then.